What is going on, guys? How y'all doing once again tonight? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and this is episode number 197 of WWE Turn Alert, and we are heading straight to the moon. As we're going to discuss briefly the slow face turn that seemed to have been solidified this past week on NXT, with Cameron Grimes, the one who is desired to be the next $1 Million Man and wants to live in the footsteps of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. As when LA Knight got involved in this feud, Cameron Grimes seemed to more transition as the babyface of the feud. But then, as Knight slowly started building, more and more heat, becoming a great heat magnet with being a heel, especially from the segment from NXT this week where he basically turned on Ted DiBiase and Grimes came out to save Knight, saying, "You crossed the line." And it seemed that, to me, was when it seemed that Cameron Grimes solidified himself as a babyface, which honestly, I really like. Again, I feel like it took me a bit to become a fan of Cameron Grimes. To me, it felt like he was a guy who was always, lingering around, but he has something to him. He has charisma, he has the in-ring ability. I love his finisher, the cave in. It's just that he needed that one storyline to give him full speed ahead. And at first, when he, was absent for a while after his very awkward feud with Dexter Lumis, and then he came back after an injury, and of course the story of him, saying he started playing games and he, started racking up the money, and now he basically is super rich. At first I thought he was gonna be just a very cocky, just another cocky man who was just rich basically, and for a while I was getting kind of bored of him, trying to outdo Ted DiBiase. But then it turned into a story of basically Cameron Grimes wants to, be like Ted DiBiase. But he doesn't want to replace him. He just wants to, follow in his footsteps. And then LA Knight gets involved, and then he wins the $1 Million Championship at TakeOver in Your House against Grimes. And then he basically says, now I have what I want, let me get rid of what I don't need anymore. And that was Ted DiBiase. But his transition Cameron Grimes to a babyface. And I said last fall, when it really felt like NXT was hitting the lowest of lows that it's ever been, I thought that Kyle O'Reilly was going to be the next big babyface in NXT. And he has a chance to still do it. I just don't know if he has a chance because of how over Cameron Grimes is getting. Again, with an actual live crowd coming back. Despite the fact that I said my NXT review, I'm worried there's still some things being piped in still. Cameron Grimes got a very natural babyface reaction. We got a "We Want Cameron" chant before Grimes came out to save DiBiase this past week. He is someone that is connecting with the audience. People are entertained by Cameron Grimes. So it makes me wonder, even though, I love Kyle O'Reilly, and, I still think there's a chance that he could be one of the next big baby faces, but could that actually instead be Cameron Grimes? Like, Kyle O'Reilly right now, I can't think of him as someone who can beat Karrion Kross. Cameron Grimes, though, I look at him and I think, it's possible. Could Cameron Grimes, by next spring, which is probably around the time where Karrion Kross will drop the NXT Championship, could it be Cameron Grimes being the one who dethrones Karrion Kross? I feel like he has something there that's going to make him stand out and be a very good babyface. Like, this is, this feud, again, with LA Knight and Cameron Grimes has been a character direction storyline, as I mentioned in my NXT review. It feels like, even though it felt like this was going to be a heel-on-heel feud, it's, given a lot of heat for LA Knight, effective heel heat. And it's given sympathy and a good babyface direction, though, for Cameron Grimes. This is a feud that feels like, again, NXT before the pandemic. A feud that's actually building stars. People who are actually getting organic reactions. And that's also why I really like this face turn for Cameron Grimes. I really think he could go straight to the moon as a babyface. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens next. As it looks like they're going to continue the feud with him and LA Knight. And we'll go from there. And that's going to do it, guys. Guys, what are your thoughts on Cameron Grimes turning face? Do you feel like Cameron Grimes is a must-see talent in NXT? Do you feel like he has potential to do some very high on the bar things? Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video, subscribe for more content to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at DemandAirBoy93. And as always, guys, please stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert.